Welcome to New Jump City, everybody, where we recap the week in American and Japanese sequential art. I am your host, Christian, the unbiased king. And joining me through StreamYard, it is the man, the myth, the legend, the tank top sage. It is Joshua Gangsta Time Code.
Called partner, but it should be called Gangsta Time.
What's good, Chris? What up, everybody listening?
Hey. Also joining us, it is our producer, Edgelord Big News, Luiga Bryant Espinal. I almost called him Luiga.
Luiga.
Yeah, that's not his name. Hello, everybody. We are here with a pretty low-key episode. We are doing our main show, pre-show, main show, chat show that we do because we only got 2 series out this week on our usual lineup. Kagurabachi is out for the week, as is One Piece. So we just got Sakamoto and Dandadan. So we're gonna talk some shit today a little bit to start off the show. It is Eastern Conference Finals Game 1 tonight. Very exciting, huh? What do you think our chances are?
I'm going to choose to use my time to glaze Victor Wembanyama. I can't even think about this Knicks and Cavs game because let me tell you guys this. I watched like the fourth quarter of that game last night. It's not like the Thunder was folding. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just that the Spurs kept
they're just too good.
Punching back. And Victor, I watched him hit that shot live, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the one from like damn near the logo.
He did that shit in rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
He got that ball and knew he was going to shoot that shit from there. And hit it. The arena got quiet and I got quiet too. And I got worried. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
That shit, like this is guy on Instagram that does like a lot of like funny like NBA videos and shit. I think you know him, Chris. He'll do like highlights and then all of a sudden it'll turn into like a LeBron highlight.
Yeah. Who's next?
Like yeah, who's next, right?
Yeah.
And he like made a post about that game, and then like he was like talking, and then when Wemby hit the shot, the fucking screen went gray, like went to like gray tones, and he was like, "It's not fucking funny anymore." And I'm like, dead ass. This shit is there's nothing
I gotta
funny
watch
about
that.
what just happened because if I have any hopes of my team,
yeah,
let me tell you this. This whole time I'm thinking Thunder's a tough out because we haven't beat them in the regular season, and they just been we haven't beat them in like a couple years actually, like that core, and we beat the Spurs, but like the way we're playing now, the way the Knicks is playing now, it's like I feel like all right, we're a different team. And the Thunder has to like reckon with that. As long as we could, as long as we do our thing against the Cavs, of course. I don't want to discount the Cavs. I think it's going to be a crazy series, but I'm just like the Spurs, I think he might be the best player ever.
Yeah. I didn't watch the game, but I have seen enough highlights to see. Just I mean, yeah, that shot was insane. That thought also crossed my mind. It was just like, man, if we make it to the finals and then we have to see that fucking guy, yikes.
Yikes indeed.
But you know what?
Yikes indeed.
I'm a real we'll cross that bridge when we get to it type of guy.
Sure.
We got to fry the fish in front of us. Yeah. And then we can worry about frying the bigger fish over there. But first things first, we got to get past the Cavs, who I don't know much about.
Man, niggas is worried about Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell. maybe even James Harden. You know who I'm worried about? Dean Wade, Max Strus, Dennis Schroeder. These motherfuckers is gonna play mad hard.
Yeah.
They're not gonna give up.
Yeah.
Like in games. You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah, no.
I don't think they've gotten. I don't think they've lost a game by that margin in the postseason yet.
Yeah, I'm very worried about it. I'm worried about all this.
Not that we can't win some close games, but
it's just anxiety inducing.
It's definitely different from the Hawks and Sixers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they fought their way back from what was it like a? They were like in a deficit in their series against the Pistons, right? And then they came back.
It was on the brink of elimination. It's 2-3.
Yeah.
They won when they needed it the most.
Yeah, so well, I don't have like in-depth knowledge of basketball enough to make a real analysis, but I'm hopeful. As long as the Knicks play with heart and still.
Wait,
going.
I'm bugging. They weren't at a deficit.
They were not.
I'm bugging. The Cavs took a I need to look.
I don't think it was a sweep or anything. I think
I'm sorry. Why don't you?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, absolutely not. It went to 7, but I'm trying to remember how it went. Did the Cavs win 2 straight? I think they did. Let me see.
Yeah.
No, they took a 3-2 series lead, then lost at home to the Pistons, then went to Detroit and beat them by like fucking 30.
Oh, okay, so it was pretty handy. It was a pretty handy win.
Yeah. Oh, I mean they've lost by pretty.
Who knows? I mean,
they've lost by some big deficits.
We'll see where this goes. It's a statement game. This game, I feel, because the West was showing out, and now like the East, both teams from the East also have to show out in order to, at least be like, yeah, we're not worried about the West when we get there, But we'll see. I don't know. Game 1s, man. You don't know what it's going to look like.
Yeah. I just know we need to win. I don't care how it happens.
Mm-hmm. Man. I watched Mortal Kombat 2 yesterday. The cinematic masterpiece known as Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, you being sarcastic?
Yeah, I am being sorry. But it's a good movie. I had a good time. They're very fun. It felt more like a Mortal Kombat movie than the first one. I rewatched the first one to prepare myself in case I didn't want to be lost in the theater with all the moving plot points of Mortal Kombat, the intricacies within. But yeah, the first movie was like very weird. It was very much like fish out of water type stuff. It was like not that. It was all right, but Mortal Kombat 2.
I seen the first one the other day.
Yeah, the first one's like okay. The second one is a lot more fun, I guess. It felt a lot more like a Mortal Kombat movie. But yeah,
You think it was better than the first?
Oh yeah. I would say so. I was into it.
All right, I've been burning to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell me, in your opinion, what you believe is another cinematic masterpiece aside from Clockwork Orange? Genuinely.
I mean, I feel like I think Sinners is a cinematic masterpiece.
Oh, that's recent. Okay,
it's
fine.
recent.
That's fine.
Oh, you want an old?
The next week you'll need a new one.
No,
it doesn't have to be an old one. It was just that that was the easy one.
No, Sinners. I mean, that's the first that came to mind. I guess it's recency bias, but that one, Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Okay, no. All right, that's it.
What I consider like cinematic masterpieces are probably not. I don't tend to like lean towards like kind of art house movies. Although there's like some really good ones, I guess.
Is No Country for Old Men a cinematic masterpiece?
I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember really liking it. It's not my favorite. I guess it's not my favorite Coen Brothers movie, but probably my second favorite. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's between that and Fargo. Yeah, I would say maybe No Country for Old Men. You know, I think it won the Best Picture that year. Have you seen it?
I think so too. Yeah, I did. I seen it a long time ago,
Yeah, I would say so.
but I do remember liking it too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
crazy.
Cinematic masterpieces.
So Brian's Brian's Pokemon of the week is Lugia. That's his image that he has.
Pokemon 2000 is a cinematic masterpiece for sure.
Ooh, is it? it's definitely solid in my book.
Yo, I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I've been thinking I want to like. I wonder if the Pokemon movies are like streaming anywhere because I would love to revisit them, like the old ones that used to come out in theaters, like the first, second, and third.
The Lugia one was the Latios and Latias one in the movies.
Well, Latios and Latias was like the fourth one or the fifth one, or was the Celebi one the fourth one? Pokemon Forever.
Celebi was, yeah. That's I was so seeing the time. Like, nah, I don't care for this movie.
Yeah, Pokemon Forever.
No, the third one was the Entei one.
Yeah, the third one was Entei.
The third one was the Entei one. That was in the movies. That shit was tough.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I guess the Latias one was the fifth Pokemon movie. Pokemon 5 was not Generation 5, movie 5. Pokemon Heroes. Pokemon Heroes, the movie. Pokemon, the first movie. What a masterpiece. Pokemon, the first movie is a cinematic masterpiece for sure. I can't believe these movies aren't streaming anywhere.
Brian doesn't give a F about movies.
Brian doesn't care. He's not a cinema boy.
A cinematic cinema boy?
Yeah. Or is it on Prime? There's a
Arcane?
Pokemon subscription service? There's a Pokemon streaming service? That's crazy.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on here?
Wilding.
They are wild.
Talk about gatekeeping.
Right? Come on, man. Pokemon 7-day trial. You can subscribe to just like a Pokemon streaming service. I cannot believe that. I'm not doing all that. I can't believe it. Digimon, the movie, was a cinematic masterpiece. Even though it was like 3 OVAs mashed together.
Yeah.
Even though it was like 3 separate movies mashed
wasn't
together.
it like... Is that what was happening?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they stitched together 3 separate like OVAs and made it into one movie.
Yeah.
That was the 4Kids version, I guess. Like...
Yeah, because they fought like 2 different bosses. They fought like that spider thing, right?
But,
or like
yeah,
they were a spider.
They were the same Pokemon. They were the same Digimon. In the 4Kids movie, they edited together, so they like made it so everything was like cohesive and in one story. But that was not the case. But yeah, the movie was tough. I wonder if that's streaming anymore.
The first Digimon that they beat that looked like a boss character or whatever was like an evolved form or whatever.
I guess you could just watch this shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
Someone has it fully on the on YouTube.
Which one?
The Digimon movie.
Oh.
I know what I'm doing at some point. I don't know how we got here. We were talking about Lugia, right? Or Lugia.
Yeah, I was fucking say something real silly. Like, what movie would he?
What do you think Lugia would like?
Maybe a documentary about the oceans.
Yeah, some David Attenborough movie.
3.
Spy Kids 3. You think Lugia was like Spy Kids 3? It's so random. Not even the
Probably.
first two.
Damn, no,
Spy Kids
Yeah,
2
I'm
was the
wildin'.
best one.
The first two is really good. I like 3 a lot too, though.
Yeah.
3D shit is in the game world.
Yeah.
First two, all 3 are classics.
Yeah, I would just say
Hands
that,
down.
like, in terms of a storyline and plot, Spy Kids 2 was probably the best one. The character development of Junie and Carmen.
It was good. I think 2 was my favorite.
Yeah. That was the one with the who, what, when.
No, that's the first.
Was that the first one? I thought they brought it back in the second one, I guess.
No, you're right. They did bring it back. Yeah.
Who,
I'm
what,
That wasn't the second one.
when. I don't know if you see the meme where it's like when you tell your mom that she used to beat your ass and she's like, who, what, when, where, why.
As you say all of that, the last thing, well, why did I have to do that?
Yeah. Who, what, where, when, and why.
Yo, nah, I see that before, and that is perfect.
Yeah.
People are so creative.
Who? Yeah, nobody's funnier than just
it.
random people on the internet. I swear to God. I've been around stand-up comics for like 10 years, and nobody's been able to be funnier than just some dude making a meme.
I was listening earlier to last week's episode, and I got back to around when we started talking about Frieren and the demons and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I still can't get over the fact that I guess the best way to say is that I feel like I didn't see where I was coming from, but not in you didn't understand, but like what's the big deal type of situation. I don't know.
What do you mean?
I guess if I wasn't clear before, I want to be super duper clear. Demons are humanoid. You know what I'm saying? They are humanoid. They're not humans, but they're humanoid. There's nothing in real life that we could draw a caricature to. You know what I'm saying? Where you're gonna hunt humanoids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That are intelligent. That you know what I'm saying would that it wouldn't be something incredibly negative,
Yeah.
right? Like murder.
But the thing
mass
is,
murder or whatever.
demons be hunting humans.
Yeah. And my point was, what is the point of creating this situation in your series? These things don't come out of fucking thin air, right? I mean, what's the inspiration?
Well, it's interesting. I don't know. I was actually Googling what people thought about it because I still haven't seen all of Frieren. And it's been a while since I watched the series holistically. So I was just looking at people's perceptions of it. And a lot of people kind of draw it to, well, there's a lot of different parallels you can make where the demons are more, some people interpret it as just well, the demons aren't evil. They're particularly, you wouldn't call a lion evil for eating a person. That's just what it is. And there's also people who draw the line where they are, more akin to sociopathic or psychopathic humans. People who just don't have the wiring, to not know the harm that they cause or to even have that empathy.
Well, that's problematic because you can't just
No.
off them.
And I think
Right.
I think the interesting thing is that Frieren is also Frieren can be wrong, just because Frieren has this particular belief doesn't mean that it's the right one, and the character development could be
I don't know.
evolution. But I don't know. I
don't know,
haven't
'cause,
seen it.
typically Himmel is the symbol of true and good in the series, and even he was nah, fuck demons, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even Himmel was like that.
I really do have to experience it for myself, and maybe because I think from what I understand, the anime doesn't get to a certain point in the manga that explores a little bit more. But I
not
just
the anime hasn't yet.
yeah. So I don't know. I'm only making like kind of assertions based off of the little I do know about this series. And
Yeah, but this is
just-
just discussion.
I know, but yeah, that's how.
I just finished Frieren, by the way.
Oh yeah,
The anime. I'm about to get started on the manga soon.
yeah.
Nice.
Viz has it all.
Yeah, that's
So-
I just started on the first chapter.
Oh,
Literally. like
word. Oh,
30
you said
minutes
that
ago.
before.
Yeah, Viz in their separate app for whatever reason, the Shonen Jump app and the Viz app have like different series that you can read. Frieren is on that. Yeah, I haven't gotten that far, but when I think like, you know, I don't know. I don't have any parallels or examples to bring up because I haven't seen it myself. So I don't know how much of a case I
Look,
can
for
make.
me, the reason I even say that, because again, we're talking about a fictional series, right? Where, you know, there's a lot of things that aren't fucking real life. Like no one's casting spells and shit too. So I don't mean it so literal in that way, but when I think about the sentiment I've seen from people, majority of it, like what I heard was that like people are saying, oh, it's refreshing that we have a you know, like a evil character that's straight evil, that there's no, you know, you're not supposed to sympathize, there's no like, you know, sad backstory or something like that. They enjoy that, they like that these are just straight up evil people and that should be no discussion that they need to be killed. To me, that makes me feel a little uncomfortable because I think like, I mean, villains don't have to be. I just feel like it's not accurate to say we're sympathizing with villains just because they have a backstory and there's a reason why they, you know, like we see the root causes of their behaviors and what led them to be this way. I mean, listen, sometimes people still need to, you know, crime needs to be addressed one way or another. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about giving people passes. It's about, can we work towards a better future? And man, how bleak is a future where you're going to constantly just, I guess, be attacked by demons. And the only way to do it is to just eradicate their species forever. That's ugly as hell. That's an ugly story.
Yeah.
Am I wilding? I don't
No,
know.
I think you understand. No, I understand.
That's all I'm saying. I hope that there's more. With that said, I believe it's bigger than that. And I hope and I wonder how everyone that feels the way they do now about it, like how they're gonna react when that is the case.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it's like refreshing or because I actually don't believe that it's as simple as just like, oh, these are just like purely evil. I don't think that's what the series is trying to say, even. I think that's Frieren's perception because she has like a lot of negative experiences with demons. I mean, like, I think they killed Flame. She spent 10 years fighting the Demon King, you know? So she has like her own experiences with them that color her own biases. Doesn't mean that she's right, and doesn't necessarily mean that the story agrees with her. But I think it's an interesting question. You know, I don't think the answer is just like kill them outright. It's tough because you're literally dealing with demons who are demons. You know, there's like monsters from hell that are like categorically meant to be evil. But I think the question is more if you're like, if it's not like necessarily that they have that their intent is to make you suffer, or you know, or whatever. It's just like they use you for sustenance or whatever it is. How is this truly evil, or is just like they don't have the capacity to be any other way? And you know, this is my limited knowledge of it, but it's just from what I understand, it's just like these. To simplify it, it's like in their nature in a sense, but there apparently have been demons who are not wahaha evil. They do what can be seen as evil things, but like not maliciously, not with like malicious intent, from what I hear about the series here and there. I understand that there's like a demon that does terrible things as a method of understanding the human race. And they just don't have that like wiring to know that you don't have to hurt people to do this. There are other ways to do this, but some people could just, I guess, be geared to hurt people and not even have any malicious intent behind it. Which is a strange thing to say, but you know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean,
but I don't know.
That's interesting.
You know, you're like psychology. I think that's the sociopathic nature of certain things where you either don't have the capacity or you actually just like don't care. And I think that's also possible. I think there are people out there that do things for their own gain and they don't care who they hurt.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm allowed. So well, like, I think you brought up a great point. I think and you said this last week too, where it's like, you know, it's almost as if we treat them like animals, where it's like animals aren't evil. You know what I'm saying? They do what they're, you know, what their nature makes them do, right? So it's just the problem with these demons is that they're so far from animals. They're sentient, man. They're intelligent.
Well, animals are sentient.
Community and all of that.
Well, animals are sentient.
Animals are not sentient.
Are they not? Are animals sentient?
I think sentient means like you could.
I think so. Like, animals.
You know, I could be wrong.
Sentient. Yes, animals are sentient. Yeah, let's see what they have the capacity to experience subjective feelings. Sapient is a different thing. Sapience is like intelligence.
Right, but
sentient is like your ability to feel things.
Demons have sapience. No, yeah. All right, so that's my fault for mixing the words up. So, but regardless, these demons have sapience, right? They are almost identical to humans in most ways, except for the fact that they had this insatiable hunger to consume them. Yeah. You know, you can draw an allegory to predatory people in real life. The issue is that with all of these humans in real life, you have to believe that people can be rehabilitated.
Yeah.
Or at least, you know, dealt with in such a way that doesn't mean you terminate their existence, because that's a big deal. There's no coming back from
it, right? You know, yeah. I mean,
so, but
I agree.
Look, but I think with that said, I can foresee a solution in the future turning into a situation where they just completely remain divided. And I don't think that's an inherently negative outcome, because, you know, sometimes I believe like we don't all have to get along. We don't have to all get along. We don't have to all agree with each other and shit. We just have to be able to survive, like live, you know, either amongst each other or to respect different people's boundaries and shit. You know what I'm saying? And how like they want to live. So if they could create a situation where the demons can be in their own area and eat some other shit, maybe human fruit. I don't know.
Yeah. Right? Well, that's the point.
Cool. Maybe they can make a spell that makes that and turns trees into flesh.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, I like. It was definitely like an intentional choice to make the demons human-esque, because they didn't have to do that. Demons historically are like.
Is it just for the vibes? For like the
no, I think I think that's how they get us.
If that's the case,
that's how they get us to. That's how it gets us to like really think about this, because they make them look like us. You know, so that's like pushing the question further. You know, and honestly, it also. I think it is brilliant in the fact that like it awakens that same empathy within the audience that's watching the show, you know? Like we're only asking these questions because we see them as human because they look so human. And so, you know, we're like, well, but they're people, you know, like, and it's, you know, but they're like not in a sense, they're literal demons. It's tough. It's tough to say. But that's part of the insidious nature of it all, you know. And I think, you know, I feel like I don't have enough data, and I feel like I don't have the capacity to really like analyze this really well, because it is a tough kind of subject matter. I don't think that the story really agrees with Frieren outright, but I don't know from what I understand because like Frieren, from what I understand in the story, well, she's not the only person who feels this way, but she might. But people are probably not as intense about it as she is. But that could be just me. I don't know, Brian. Is that like kind of the case?
I have yet to see any demon sympathizers in this series.
Not sympathizers, but people who aren't maybe as like immediately stomp them out as Frieren.
I mean, the thing is, demons, like, they have only been shown to be cunning and to be deceitful. So, like, the people who do hesitate immediately get punished for it almost every time.
Yeah.
And like, for instance, I don't want to do spoilers, but there's towards the end of the second season, they're fighting like a group of demons, and one of them pretends to be a child to capitalize on humans' desire to protect children. So when this child is put into danger, the hero goes to save them, and then like the demon just stabbed him while disguised as a child. So it's like demons can't understand the act of selflessness. Like that kind of shit doesn't make sense to them, but humans do it, and that's something that they could use to their advantage, essentially. Like kindness and selflessness, those are qualities that they look to capitalize on and feed upon, essentially.
Yeah.
In the series.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it again and just like.
But the next season is gonna.
I agree with Brian. That is what's been showed so far.
Yeah, I gotta read the manga. I don't know. I'm arguing it, but like just because, I guess from what I understand, what I've read into,
The series puts such a strong emphasis on like celebrating life, about appreciating the finer aspects of life, like about the bonds you make with people, the efforts you put in, and what fruits they bear over time. You know what I mean? It's this consideration towards life, so much that like the demons appear so evil because like as you're learning like through this series about how much there is to respect and appreciate about what life can offer, you know what I mean, or things you might be taking for granted in your own life that's shown through the series. Here comes a demon along to ruin all of that shit. This demon that has, that's just what he do. You know what I mean? He be ruining human situations, and that's all we know. It's so far. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah. I mean,
this humanoid thing. Oh, that person. I think I seen him eating people. That's a demon. He deceived me. That thing. He's not a human. You're laughing, but is there something very clear about demons that like when they bleed, do they bleed a different color or something? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know.
Not all demons look like humans. I'm going
with this, Brian? Huh?
Not all demons look like humans in some instances.
Well,
they have horns.
Don't they all have horns?
Yeah, they all have horns, but there's some that are a lot more exaggerated. Like Zoltrok, he's a demon that's introduced very early. He's very clearly a demon. So I'm guessing that there's some level to it where like the older demons live, the more defined their characteristics become.
Brian, I seen this guy kill 10 people. Then he used demon magic to transform himself to hide his demon features. We have to kill him. Don't listen to the demon. You understand the scene I'm creating right here?
Wait, what? I'm confused now.
All right. I'm saying like you can call a regular ass nigga a demon, bring up a really good excuse, evoke a lot of emotion. All right. Well,
you can't like
you can agree to disagree. That's fine. I will too.
They haven't shown that demons can do that. And the thing is, demons aren't the type to hide who they are. Like they made it clear in the series that demons are very prideful and they like to boast their power upon people. Like they're not cunning in the way that they hide who they are. They're cunning in the way that they play to human kindness and emotion and empathy. That's their method of cunningness. Like, but it's abundantly clear, even in the way that like Frieren and Flamma, like use their magic. They purposely disguise their the amount of mana they have to go demons into fighting them, and that's a method that's worked for thousands of years. So it has to have some kind of credibility to it if it happens for that long, like thousands of years, and that method works perfectly. There has to be a reason why they do it, and it's because the demons are inherently just like that. And the reason why Frieren is so sure about it is because she's been around for so long. She's encountered hundreds of thousands of demons, and almost all of them have acted exactly the way that she said they acted. Right? So it's like, sure, they look human, they have human qualities, but that's an inherent another way of them deceiving humanity. Like that, it's by design in a way that they look human, because that's another ploy that works into their favor. You know, like I understand what you're saying is like them looking human, like kind of makes you want to invoke some kind of empathy towards them, but that's the point, because you would be a victim to them in the world of Frieren with this thought process, right? And they've shown in the very same
if I was in the
introduction
world of Frieren,
demons.
I wouldn't.
If you're in the world of Frieren, what?
No, I'm saying I would really hope that I would just take people's word that demons are fucking bad based on the history. I'm just reflecting on it as, you know, looking at it from outside the series, you know what I mean? Or from the outside looking in. Not like, you know, like I believe the characters should all just be nicer to the demons and try to figure out a way to be cool with them. It's not what I'm saying. They got to defend themselves and shit. I don't think that I'm not sure if that's what you was implying that I was saying or nothing, but I definitely don't think that. I don't think that the characters should change their tune. And I just that maybe there's more to it. Maybe there's a reason other than just it's their nature.
Yeah.
That last arc was lit though, right?
It was fucking awesome.
Frieren almost got clipped. Oh, spoilers.
Hey, chill, guy. No, I've read into the series. I don't know things, but I've there's certain characters and stuff I'm aware of. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's her name? The purple hair girl had to beat Frieren basically, right? Like her copy. Yeah, that's what happened at that. Oh, you're not caught up?
I'm not caught up. I have not finished the first season.
Shit.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I Googled, like, after our last talk about Frieren, I Googled, like, generally what people feel about the demons. So, you know, just so I can find out what people, because I was interested. I think it's an interesting, like, philosophical dilemma that Frieren kind of is questioning here. But I don't know to what degree.
Personally, I like the concept of demons because they're not inherently evil. Like, Frieren doesn't say that they're evil outright. She just says that they are animalistic in nature. Like, that they... And I really like the dynamic between mages and demons where... It's like a mind game. It's more like mind games than like straight battle, you know what I mean? Like there's more depth to matches between demons and mages because it feels like demons are fighting for their pride and mages are fighting to survive in a way. Like, because demons don't even care about whether they die or not, like for the most part. So how do you, like, when you fight somebody like that, how do you even, you know, go about that? Because I don't know. I personally enjoy it, the matchup. And you don't get to see it very often, at least not so far in the series from season 2, which is what we're going to get into now. And I'm excited because my boy Denkin is about to get some prime time kind of character development and stuff. I love that
I don't
character
know
so
who that
much.
is.
He's the old man with the glasses who when he's out on mana, he just throws hands.
Oh, nice. I love a character who throws hands.
He's the poster child for I'm out of mana but not out of options.
That's fun. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's just like, and this is like kind of true of people, is that demons lack empathy, and there are people who lack it. They're sociopaths. They lack empathy, but they still experience emotions, and they're sentient, and they're sapient. But
I will say
just don't
the
have
connection
that
between
them.
demons and sociopaths is a little dangerous, though, to make that.
No, I
connection
mean,
between them.
I wouldn't say kill these people, but like, but I think that's like the closest draw you can make.
It is the closest thing.
But like, it's not like
say.
it's not the same thing as like a psychopath. Like, they're, American Psycho is like, from what I understand, it's just it's like Patrick Bateman's like kind of a sociopath. From what I understand,
This is the Denkin meme I was talking about.
I've never seen this character, so I don't know. Oh, I think I've actually seen this guy in memes before.
Oh, right. Now I remember him.
I love this character so much.
The priest.
Oh, he's not a priest. He's
not?
like a no. He's like a war mage or something like that, like an imperial mage.
Oh, nice. I guess I thought he was a priest because of the robe.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway,
It's a good show. It's a good show that should invoke this type of conversation. I think.
yeah. I mean, that's how you're doing art right, I suppose.
Or demons just be bad, and that's
Not bad. I don't think that's
No
what the
philosophy.
show's saying. I don't think that they're bad. I think Frieren certainly does.
Their goal in life is to murder humans, bro. They're bad. Like,
Well, is that their goal in life? I don't know.
Animals hunt indiscriminately. They hunt what's around them. You know what I'm saying? And what they have access to.
Mm-hmm.
They will attack a human, sure, but we created conditions where there's the only way that's going to happen is in a super duper rare situation where they break containment. You know what I'm saying? And that's because we've been infringing on their environment, on where they live anyway. And the other time is when humans go into said reservations and shit. And
Yeah.
get caught lacking.
Yeah.
Which is different, where the demons actively hunt the humans. So therefore they are bad for humans. We don't have to say evil, but I mean, I don't think it's crazy at all. I don't think it's wrong to say like that they're bad for humanity.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, they gotta go.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or you
got
can try to figure out a way to separate them.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough because they just won't do that. They're not just going to be like, okay, we'll stay over here. I guess that's why they're not like
make
animals.
a holy barrier.
I guess that's why they're not like animals in any way, because they're sapient enough to be like, no, we'll just do what we want. But I don't know.
Just sounds like war to me, but
Sounds like what?
sounds like war to me.
Yeah, I mean, probably. Maybe that is the point they're trying to draw. But I don't know. I haven't made it very far. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna watch more of it. I'm gonna watch it from the beginning and just like really hunker down and get my thoughts fully formed after I experience the source material myself.
I'm back.
Brian, you left?
Yeah, I went to get some water.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Shall we commence the show?
Yeah, let's do that. We only got 2 series, so let's get into it. You got pulling up the soundboard. We didn't even do any questions. Let's just do one. Mike B has emailed us recently asking us what we would give up for a Knicks championship. I have a couple of options below, but feel free to add in what you'd give up. Never eat a bacon, egg, and cheese again. Move to Indiana for 11 months. Be forced to wear Boston gear everywhere you go in the city for 7 months straight. All pizza now tastes
7 months?
Yeah. All pizza tastes like ass for the rest of your life. Halal carts.
Oh, never that one.
Halal carts stop serving your plate of choice every time you go, but just for you. Once you place the order, the person behind you can order the plate of your choice.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
And before you as well.
That's like a curse technique.
Yeah. It's a binding vow.
Once you step into his domain, you are no longer allowed to order what you want.
And you must witness those around you ordering and enjoying the order you would have had. With the sole exception of
Satoru Gojo, of course.
Of course. Oh, man.
I love anime narrators.
Some of those I could...
He said bacon, egg, and cheese for the rest of your life.
Never eat a bacon, egg, and cheese again. I don't know if I could do that. I mean, that's just like...
No way I'm moving to Indiana under any circumstance.
I'm not...
Sorry, Nick.
You have to...
Wouldn't do that.
You would move there for 11 months, which is very strange. It's like not... It's almost a full year, but not quite.
Because then you can't really like claim the benefits from being in there because you got to move right back. So you kind of
you got to move back at the start of the next season.
Yeah, you got to redo a lot of things. It's tough because you're not going to stay in fucking Indiana.
Be forced to wear Boston gear everywhere you go in the city for 7 months.
Everywhere?
Everywhere.
I can't wear that shit.
We could also add in things that we
wear
would
it in the crib.
We could also add in things that we would give up, but
he said pizza tastes like ass for 7 months as well, right?
No, he said pizzas taste like ass for the rest of your life. That's too much.
For the rest of your life?
Does he mean like pizza that's not that good, or does he mean like literal? You take a bite into pizza and it's like you're taking a bite into asshole.
Yeah, probably that one. If I had to guess, I can do that for the rest of my life. I don't know. Rest of my life.
I feel like bacon, egg,
for
and
one
cheese.
Championship.
I would give up bacon, egg, and cheese. I feel like.
Wow, no way. I mean, I don't even eat.
I guess out of
bacon,
all of the choices, if we're going,
that's the egg and cheese in general. Now you can't have no egg and cheese in general, bro.
I just go, what? No, that's not the rules. He said bacon, egg, and cheese.
No.
Well, he said bacon, egg, and cheese.
So we got to make this any type of variation of egg and cheese. Honey, turkey, egg and cheese.
Well, the idea is, from what I understand,
sausage, egg and cheese.
You can't have this combination in a sandwich ever again, regardless of what kind of egg, cheese, or bacon you're eating.
Come on, that's fucked up. You can't make it all of it. He said bacon, egg, and cheese.
Said bacon, egg, and cheese.
Because it's a New York bacon, egg, and cheese is a New York sandwich.
Yo,
okay,
but you can't have it ever again.
These outsiders, bro. You know damn well it's more than just bacon. You know the egg and cheese.
I know.
And its variations is the staple.
But nobody says, yo, let me get a sausage, egg, and cheese. Like, nobody says that as the New York thing.
You're not getting out of this one, bro.
In real life, yes. But in the New York fucking stereotype, they say bacon, egg, and cheese, don't they? They don't say sausage, egg, and cheese. They say bacon, egg, and cheese.
It's a New York stereotype. You're a real New Yorker, Brian. Have some fucking pride and dignity. You know,
I know. I'm not saying that I don't do it or that no other New Yorkers do it. I'm just saying that the stereotype is bacon, egg, and cheese, which is why Mike said, Mike, a New Yorker, by the way, said bacon, egg, and cheese, not egg and cheese combination. He said bacon, egg, and cheese.
Wait, what are we arguing here? Bacon, egg, and cheese?
I'll raise you. I'm gonna die, nigga, for a Knicks championship. How about that?
You said die for a Knicks championship? But you won't move to Indiana for 11 months?
That's basically like dying.
I guess so, for a year, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm
not dying for no Knicks championship. Fuck out of here. But
not a big halal cart guy, so I can chill with that last one. I can live with that last one.
I would give up playing video games for 2 years.
I could do that.
2 years?
I could do that.
But I need the Knicks to be a contender again. And like,
no, it's just for a championship.
Year,
for this one,
I don't want a guaranteed championship the second year. I just want a chance.
Well, you can't negotiate. It's not a negotiation, Josh.
Chance.
It's not a negotiation, Josh.
I just don't want to see my team regress. That's it. No, I'm creating it right now.
Well, there's no. We're not even talking about regression.
No, you're right.
We're saying one championship.
No, you're right.
What would you pay for one championship?
Yeah, I would stop playing video games for 2 years.
I could deal with
say
that
1
too.
year, but that's a cop out like Brian with the baking. So I'm gonna say 2 whole years. What about you, Chris?
Man,
what are you giving up?
I could do the video game for a year. I could do the video game for 2 years, but I don't want to copy yours. What would I do for a Knicks championship? I guess it has to be New York stereotype based. I won't tell anybody that I'm walking over here for 3 years. I'm joking.
I'll make one for you.
Yeah, make one for me. Customize me.
You can't reread or watch One
You
Piece.
son of a bitch.
for
5 years. Yeah.
5 years?
Perfect number. That's a perfect number.
You could keep up with the chapters. You could also reread like from a few months ago and shit. But you know what
There's
I mean.
a cutoff
you cannot
date?
go to the beginning and go on this journey. That shit is donezo. You gotta have to read the series backwards.
5 years. I could read the series backwards. That'd be fun.
You could?
5 years, huh? 5 years is crazy.
Guaranteed
For
the
one
Like
championship.
the genie comes down.
I'm not doing that for 5 years is crazy. 5.
Would you do 4?
I would do.
Would you do 3?
I would do 3. That's the absolute max I would go.
The fact that you would do 3 means you got to do 4.
That's why does
what
that
it means.
Why is that what that means?
Because that's where the pain lies. You set a safety boundary. You had to take it a little bit past that edge. That's why instead of saying 1 year, I said 2, knowing damn fucking well that extra year is gonna hurt. Because the Knicks might be ass.
Well, you got video games for 2 years. You got video games for 2 years. That's nothing. That's light work.
Bro, I do that shit every day. Basically. Almost every day. You don't
4
eat One
years
Piece every fucking day. You do it every couple months. Every few months or so. Maybe every
not every
year.
3 months. It's been a while. Fine, 3 years, 4 years. But they better
4. Yeah.
But they better fucking win, and it better be like good.
Brian,
they better put Wembanyama on a fucking poster. That's what I want.
I'm asking you again, Brian. Genie comes down and he says, any egg sandwich, bro. Not for the rest of your life, but for a solid 10, bro. Like for the next decade of your life, you're going to have other breakfast options.
I can do that.
Talking waffles.
What a tragedy.
Eggs, oatmeal.
No, bacon, egg, and cheeses are not where
cheese sandwiches.
Bacon, egg, and cheeses are not where Brian lives. All right, he can do without.
And he said, "Bro, Knicks championship guaranteed."
I would do it.
Word is born.
It doesn't hurt. See, now Brian doesn't have a pain boundary. He gave that up too easy. There was no negotiation. 10 years without a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Because he fought for the fucking bait. He fought to have the egg sandwiches earlier. That was a whole episode.
That's because Brian's a better negotiator than we are. He talked himself down. Brian talked himself down to a sandwich he could live without.
You know what? I'm buying what you're selling right now, Chris. You're right. You're right.
So what are you talking about? Wait, hold on.
You need to create one. No, you
No,
pick
it's
one off
too
the
late.
list
We
and
made a
be in-
deal. We made a deal.
No,
The
no,
deal's
no.
over.
Oh, I'm unmaking the deal, Brian. I gave up
That's
One
how
Piece
you
for
unmake
3
the
years.
deal.
out, bro. That's
You
how
can't unmake the
that's
deal.
how-
No, Brian, we didn't shake hands or nothing. All right, you didn't.
Make another deal. What's
How are you
going
gonna
on?
give me 2 deals? That's not fair. You guys
I
need
knew you
another
were Still a
deal.
Nets fan, bro.
I
knew
gave
you
up
were still a Nets
3
fan
years
deep
of
down,
One Piece.
and
You
you
know how
waiting for
hard
them
it
to
is?
come back. You waiting for the Nets to come back.
Okay,
so
you
be
mad
like,
because
yo,
I
was
finessed
really-
your ass? You're mad because I finessed you, huh? You're mad because I finessed you, and now you want to take it back.
Yo, I know you still got that Nets hat in your fucking crib somewhere.
I actually don't.
I
Oh wait,
know
I
you
do. I do.
I know you're
I'm
gonna
never
bust
wearing
that
that.
shit out.
It's not even like a good Nets hat either. It literally just says
You
Brooklyn
know, run
Nets
a
on it
10-game
with
winning
like the
streak,
full
and you gonna be
words.
like-
Oh wait, are you talking about the rainbow colored one?
Nah, the Coogee.
Are you talking about the
is it-
beanie?
Yeah, that shit is fire. Yeah, the beanie one, the beanie.
Yeah, that one's alright.
So man, you're not you sound. I'm not gonna take your card away. I don't have that ability to anyway. But you're sounding like a part timer right now, bro.
I made my
you copy,
sacrifice, bro.
please.
10 years? That's gonna suck.
Oh my God! You
That
see,
is a
even
whole
the way he
decade.
said
I
that,
ain't gonna lie, Chris.
the way he said that, he
is
wasn't
about-
like.
It was
wa-
a whole.
See, this is how
decade.
he finessed us, bro. Josh.
It's true though. 10 years is solid.
You know, no. The problem is that we're focusing on the time period of not having something and not
You're
the
gonna be
thing that he
rewatching
could
One
go
Piece,
10 years.
and he's gonna be eating oatmeal next to you. You know what I mean? Like, that's tough.
There's other things that he
tough.
can eat besides oatmeal.
I'm just saying, it won't be an egg and cheese. Maybe a parfait. Blessing
That's
in
just
disguise.
delicious.
I
You did
love
finesse us.
parfaits.
See, you know, we
Parfaits
should have
are
done
lit.
that. We should have said, Brian, no parfaits for 10 years.
Parfaits isn't enough. I don't eat parfaits enough.
Yeah.
No Trader Joe's foods for the rest of your life.
You said no Trader Joe's? Yeah, I could do that.
Foods. Nothing.
I could do that.
That means you can't use your employee discount to buy groceries, Brian. That's what that means.
Well,
What?
You can't buy food for
Chris is trying his best. Chris is trying his fucking hardest right now.
It's not fair that we have to suffer.
He said, "Them 4 years, I can't reread One Piece. I gotta read
Well, you guys
something
went.
else."
You know the problem is,
fuck
you guys
outta
went for
here.
my heart. All right. It's not necessarily that I can't read One Piece, but you just like shot. You went for the jugular on that. You knew what I love.
Oh,
and you tried to kill it.
Whatever, bro. What about me? In 2 years, I'm probably gonna be
You got a
doing a whole
2-year
bunch
stint.
of lame shit like exercising and doing mad productive shit instead of grinding in Rivals. That's whack. Come on, bro.
Well, you get out earlier than I do of this prison. You know, I'm still. I got
guess.
twice as much time as you.
Do you know how many seasons of Rivals I'm gonna miss in 2 years?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's like
It's like-
500 characters released.
500 Gooner characters that I can't play as anymore.
At least half of them will be. At least.
It's 250 Gooner characters I can't do anymore.
I'm gonna have to get by watching streams.
What do you mean I can't play as the slutty watcher?
There's a slutty watcher.
Probably at some point. They're gonna run out of ideas. They're gonna run out of good characters. I can't believe you guys did this to me. You know, we let Brian get away with this.
I mean,
All right,
thankfully,
fine. I'll
the
reopen
genie has not come
negotiations.
down.
No.
to force this hand.
I'll
No,
reopen
no.
negotiations.
No,
What do you
no.
guys want from me?
No.
You gotta
you can-
create one yourself if you're gonna do that.
All right, no League of Legends for 2 years.
No, something bad. Like something, you know what I'm saying?
Something you actually can.
No.
Something that would that
would
wouldn't be good
literally-
for you.
You'd probably become the greatest human being if you didn't have League of Legends. That's positive. We can't count that.
Yeah, law is a corrupting force in anybody's life. You could only do better.
I don't know,
without
guys. I don't know. There's not a lot that I really give a fuck about that much.
it. Damn.
Like, there's nothing off the top of my head where I'm like, oh yeah, if I didn't have that for a few years, that would suck.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
For for 3 years. For 3 years, anytime you go to read a chapter of like a manga, any new chapter, whatever, any chapter you want to look at, you have to go through at least one chapter of the arc from Sakamoto Days when they was in the jail.
In order to read the new Kagurabachi
Or like
chapter,
you gotta read. Yeah.
you have to.
So this is
Oh, you sick.
is the
Yeah,
condition.
I
This is
got
how it
you,
would
bitch.
work.
I know
This is
what
how
you
it would
love.
work. So you would have to read like each time you would read a new like manga chapter or whatever,
No,
right?
Josh.
Of anything.
It has to
you
be
would read
Kagurabachi.
One chapter. Huh?
If Brian
No,
wants to read the
anything.
new chapter,
Kagurabachi
no,
included.
he loves Kagurabachi. If he wants to read new Kagurabachi,
Right, you're casting a smaller net. Let's
no, because
keep it at all manga.
Because when I said Kagurabachi, I heard it. I felt his energy.
All right, if we're soloing down to one series, then we need more years than 4. I need 4 then. 4. Every time you read a new chapter of Kagurabachi, you had to read a chapter in succession order of the jail arc from Sakamoto Days.
And
There is
4
one
years?
catch though.
It loops.
it loops.
In loops. So like, you know,
Every
if you
time
go
you
in
finish the
succession,
arc?
you finish the arc, then you start over. Right? And I'll add one condition from not even me and Chris had, and this is just for the LOLs. If you get to a point where you genuinely appreciate the arc after so much repetition, you can end the condition ends early, and the Knicks still get their championship.
I don't think I can do that. To be
Nothing
honest.
weird happens.
I'll take this, but I think I'm gonna be stuck in that shit like Dormammu.
Well, you'd be there for 4 years at max. You'd have to
Yeah,
be
I'll be-
maximum time.
There you go. All right, I like this. There you go. We've all sacrificed equally. It feels.
Yes.
Well, speaking of which, I suppose we should get into the series then.
Yeah.
Sakamoto Days. This is Sakamoto Days, chapter 259, Band Man. Last we left off, Tenkyu and Seba have teamed up and joined forces to take down Big Bro Club Man. And they managed to knock him out using Mafuyu's impact shoe thing, which actually worked. It knocked him out. I thought it was going to be a little bit more to this fight, but you know, Big Bro Club Man is knocked out by the battle. He seems to have lost, and you know, Mafuyu at that point wakes up, and he's like, "Whoa, what's going on?" More importantly, this guy's still alive. The little sister squares up to take on Mafuyu herself, and as they're about to fight, Tenkyu shoots an arrow between them to stop them from fighting. And Seba asks, like, "Hey, why'd you save him?" And Tenkyu goes, "Good question. I have no idea. I've been baffled all this time as to why Shin didn't kill me, you know? And I thought maybe if I tried copying Shin, I'd get it, but I don't." So, you know. And Seba's like, "Wait, so that's what you wanted to ask Shin about?" And he's like, "Yep." But Seba explains that, you know, well, I don't know the details, but if I had to guess, Shin probably wasn't able to hate you. And Tenkyu was like, "Well, really? Even though I did some bad stuff?" He's like, I still don't get it, though. I mean, I tried copying Shin, but it's unsatisfying to not kill people. And as the
So
girl,
he's looking at her like looming.
yeah, he's just like,
I want to do it.
yeah. And as the little sister starts to pipe up again, big bro club man gets up, and he's like, oh wow. He's like, I'm fine. I just got a little careless. And he looks over to Seba. He's like, hey Seba, where's the cafeteria? He mentions that his sister wanted to try the cafeteria food before they went, and she's like, "Wait, why are we doing this? Why are we leaving?" And Big Bro Club Man is like, "Oh, the enemy spared our lives. In Assassin's Turn, that's the ultimate defeat." So and Seba's like, "Well, you seem chill about it." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm an all or nothing guy. Fighting you guys, I couldn't help but noticing the YouTube brothers laying down your lives for him, and this eye patch dude under some kind of influence. This guy Shin really must be something." And he mentions that he wants to meet Shin himself now. That's cool, interesting, I suppose.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Speaking of Shin, we cut back to Shin and his battle with Guitar Hero over here. And as they're fighting, the guitar guy is humming. And Shin asks him why he's humming, but this guy ignores him. They go back to throwing hands, and Shin's like, "What's this guy thinking?" And he uses his mind reading powers to look inside this guy's mind, and he is literally singing a shitty song in his own head. And Shin points out, is like, "Dude, your lyrics suck." And it's kind of impulsive. He didn't really mean to even say that. It just like kind of came out, and he explains like, "Sorry, it just slipped out." And Guitar Hero is like, "You just go around snooping in people's heads, huh? Some of us use our imagination. It's what makes life interesting." And he's like, "People with no imagination can't empathize. That's why you can't understand my lyrics." And Shin's like, "Oh my god."
Bro, you just said your inspiration sucks.
Yeah. He's like,
He has no inspiration.
yeah. And Shin's like, "Whoa, this guy's real mad. He's actually upset with me right now." And he's like, "Thanks to you and the new JAA, tens of thousands of innocent people die. Did you ever imagine how those people feel?" And Guitar is like, "I did." He's like, "How'd that make you feel?" And then he pulls out a CD, is like, "I wrote an album about it." And he explains that like it takes a strong inspiration to write songs, and death is the most emotive force. And he explains that Slur passed out those guns and killed lots of people, and lots of people killed each other or committed suicide. So the next day, he wrote so much music that his fingers bled. He was so prolific, and we get a big splash page of Guitar Hero just playing his guitar. And that's when Shin attacks him, and he's like, "Inspiration? Why people's lives aren't your songwriting tools?" And he hits him so hard that him and Guitar Hero slam straight through the billboard, and the chapter ends with Guitar Hero going, "There we go, a new chord." And that's where the chapter ends. Josh, what did you think about Sakamoto Days, chapter 259?
I like the chapter. I'm really, I don't know how this fight's gonna go with Shin and this guy. Like what the theme is gonna be here.
Mm-hmm.
He can use mind control situations, and this guy uses sound based attacks. So I don't know. I know that the author's gonna find a cool way to make it work, but I don't know what to anticipate.
Yeah.
With them, but I really like the dialogue in the beginning of the chapter between the sets of siblings and this Saber dude. I think this assassin here, like him saying like he's like all for nothing.
All or nothing.
Oh yeah, what is it? Yeah, like all or nothing. I'm not sure how realistic of a personality type that is, like, in real life where people are like that. But I think he's someone that has shown from like, as soon as he was introduced, that he's someone that kind of operates on like respect. And that's because he has respect for bonds between siblings. So much that he was criticizing the people he was fighting, or like he didn't even want to fight them because he's like, yo, don't put your brother in that situation knowing you're gonna like lose to us. Like we don't have to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it just makes sense. It's not like he like his mind changed because he heard some fucking conversation and now he's good or whatever. He already was that type of guy to fit like where like if killing wasn't necessary, like you don't have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was natural and organic, and that's why I didn't feel annoyed, I didn't feel tired like seeing him kind of like give up and be peaceful. It was delivered well. And I also like how it made him think about like all of them talking about Shin and how that must be a special dude. That was nice. That was actually a very kind thing for someone to say about another stranger.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's something we don't say outright here, like in our culture over here in America, like generally speaking. I think we speak well of others. I just don't think we say it in that way, and it's just such a I don't know, just such like I said, such a kind thing. It's such a it's deeper than just thoughtful because you don't know this person.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm rambling. I just thought it was really nice, and I wanted to find a way to say that find a better way to say that it was just nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Brian, what are your thoughts on Sakamoto Days?
I'd say it was an all right chapter. I really like getting back to Shin. Personally, I wasn't always a big fan of this guy. So finally being able to move on from him was pretty neat, I'd say. I feel like we pretty much milked that side of the storyline for all that's worth. So I look forward to seeing how this kind of thing pans out with Shin. I hope that it ends up being actually, like a I don't know, because the Tenkyu one didn't really clean things up for me. I still felt like it was kind of random that Tenkyu showed up the way that he did. But I feel like he's not going to make that same mistake with Shin. I feel like Shin has been like a reliable like main story piece for a while now. So having him be the like essentially the penultimate character that we get like a good storyline from will be pretty neat. And I'm excited to see how it turns out, Like I love Shin's fights. So this should be a good one regardless of what happens. So that's it for me.
Yeah, I kind of agree with both you guys. I think I enjoyed this fight a little more than Brian, more than I thought I would, honestly. This battle kind of like took me by surprise, and I think the Big Brother guy is kind of a really likable character. I agree that his like kind of turn here is very natural to his character, and I'm glad that it wasn't like he had one perspective and it just kind of changed. He was just like touched by how much these brothers loved each other or anything. I thought it was just gonna go that route, but it was just like, I'm kind of over it. I wasn't even into this to begin with, and I guess this Shin guy is kind of an inspiration, Yeah, I'm wondering what'll happen with these characters. Not with Seba in them, but the two siblings, the assassin siblings. So, and how they'll turn out. I don't imagine they'll be a big part of the story or anything. They'll probably come back at the very end and visit one of the stores or whatever. But
Yeah.
I found myself liking this battle, and I do think Tenku was a bit random coming in, but I think it just met just the amount of suspension of disbelief that I needed to be like, all right. I mean, I guess it's plausible, that this would happen. When it comes to Shin and this character, I mean, I'm excited because Guitar Hero had one of the more like interesting. he has one of the more interesting gimmicks of the final group of villains. He has I just like will never forget the iconic moment where he strummed Boiled. So I'm excited to see more creativity in that realm from him. I don't know what the theme for this one will be in particular, but I'm excited to find out. I think it's an interesting matchup. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about this chapter. Solid chapter overall. Do we have any rebuttals or anything?
No.
All right. With that, let's move onward. Dandadan. And with that, I'm going to pass this one over to Brian.
All right. So the chapter picks up where we left off last week or the week before that, I forget. Where Ira?
Yep.
Ira and Okaroon had just gotten blasted away by the seal guy. And the rest of the dudes kind of fly in to run after Okaroon as Seal Man turns the corner, wraps the block again, and hits him again. And as Ira goes to try to help her with her Acro Silky stuff, the Nightman comes in again and slices her hair with snippers. And he goes, "I am the captain of the first company of Vlad's personal guard, the Black Barber, Gilles
Darius.
Gilles Darius."
Wait, was this the guy that was cutting?
No,
This dude? No, right?
is a different barber.
Wow.
And he goes, "Now you identify yourself," as he continues to attack her. And she's like, "I would love to if you would stop what you're doing for a moment." He goes, "Not possible. Despite appearances, I'm very tense." And she goes, "With respect and leave," as they continue fighting. Then the rest of the company comes in and starts jumping Okaroon. He deflects one of the attacks with the Ogre's Club, but the rest of them come in with hockey stick. Like two of them have hockey sticks.
They're all not all of them, but a lot of them have hockey sticks for no reason.
Yeah, a lot of them have hockey sticks, and one of them has a hammer. And they just start jumping Okaroon. And then the Seal Man comes in and headbutts him once more.
Dang.
But this time, he shoots out of the head of the seal again and hits him with a fucking up air. with a wave dash up air. and fucking hits him with an elbow to the fucking, like, the side of the head. Then elbows him down, and then he hits him with another fucking knee, sending him flying into a wall, and he's just laying there bleeding out of like his nose, out of his fucking mouth, out of his head. And the Seal Man finally says something other than the cringe shit he was saying before. He goes, "I am the captain of the second company of Vlad's personal guard, the Sea Lion Man, Balgojevic. Acknowledge your defeat." And as Ira kind of sends out her hair to try to defend Okaroon, her hair gets snipped once more. And he goes, your acrobatic Silky is practically powerless before my Black Barber. Accept your defeat." And as they're kind of talking, two others appear. Oh, well, no, a guy appears, like a little grunt, and says that Joji and Ayase have been captured. And he asks about, what was the guy's name again? Quinta?
Yeah.
He asked about Quinta and Vamola. And it seems that they have disappeared. And while Okaroon is on the ground, beaten and bloodied, he's still worried about Miss Ayase. And the Black Barber goes, "If you accept your defeat, then your friends will be released." And Okaroon keeps trying to tell them, like, "Yo, I don't have any fucking powers." And he goes, liar. This right here is why I hate the lower classes. Bogovic, subject them to torture.
Blajovic.
And Ira turns off her powers and goes, I'll give you my powers. Stop it. And he goes, it's Ken Takakura's powers that we want. The powers of Turbo Granny. And as the conversation is cut off by a shadowy figure coming in from the distance that says, why is it so slippery here? The floor is all frozen. But the real question is why you people, and then the final page, it's the barber that Quinta went into the barbershop of. He goes, have such weird hairdos. And that's where the chapter ends. Josh, what are your thoughts?
RGC.
Yeah, I suppose it's also mine.
Yeah, mine too.
Unified RGC. Unified RGC. Unified RGC.
Also, right off the rip, not that there's much competition, but Ken Takakura gets ass whooping of the week.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh my god. He got smoked.
He got jumped.
I mean, you seen this combo? He got jumped. Yeah. He got jumped, comboed, and almost tortured. But the thought of someone telling you that you're gonna get tortured, that fucks with you. That's mental pain. And he heard his baby girl is captured.
Not baby girl.
Bro, he's done. Look at him. They made a crater on that fucking concrete with a human body. Yo ass got whooped.
Yeah, he got washed.
Okaroon, damn. Who would have thought the barber was gonna come save the day? Because he's not about to help these people. They don't know who he is.
Yeah.
And he believes they all have weird hairdos, so clearly there's about to be static.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine a dude having an ability that's just scissors. You could summon giant scissors and use them at will, you know, and your powers are hair stuff. I can stretch my hair and manipulate it. Wow. Talk about a hard fucking counter.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, what's a hard counter in League of Legends that's reminiscent of this situation?
Let's see. Like Jax into Yasuo. Oh no, Yasuo into Jax.
Why is that?
Because Yasuo is an auto attacker, and Jax has an ability that stops him from getting auto attacked.
Wow.
And then it stuns you. Yeah, and then it stuns you, and he then beats the shit out of you with a lamppost.
Wow. So if you play that character into him, you're throwing.
Yeah, and if you play Jax, you're also cringe and lame and stupid and ugly.
Jax is the insta canceller.
He's my permaban. I banned Jax. Fuck Jax.
Wow. I would also ban the scissor guy from this series. I don't care for him very much. I really don't. I don't like how he was making Ayase look fucking silly.
And you mean Ira?
Sad. Thanks. Ira, like, because she, you know how hard she goes to try to protect Ken. She's like, he has like no abilities, just this stubby little, like, club that he can't really do shit with.
Mm-hmm.
And she's trying, even if there wasn't a hard counter to her ability, it would still be an uphill battle. But this asshole comes along and just says, no, the resistance will amount to nothing. You wasted your ban on a YOLO pick, and here I am to fuck your game. That's exactly what just happened. I hate that shit. Anyway, man, I hope I'm hoping Momo and the other kid is with the barber. And yeah, it should be a great time. Brian, what are your thoughts?
This is a fun ass like Dandadan chapter, but in a different type of way. Like usually it's like it feels like the stakes are starting to rise up a little bit. Like it seems like the enemies have like hard counters and shit now, which is interesting. That wasn't really a thing before. So it's like there's a new assortment of characters. And honestly, I like this design for the Black Barber, low key. He has a pretty cool design.
Except for his Hatsu. I don't like that shit.
You don't like his Hatsu?
No.
I think it's cool.
But he does have a cool. He reminds me of Vega from Street Fighter.
He does look like Vega.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
that's a good one. That's a good pull.
What if they take off the mask and he's just really ugly underneath it?
That's possible, knowing Dandadan.
Or he also has a seal head.
Bro probably has like a hippopotamus face.
That would be really interesting.
He has a seal face.
Like all along, he was actually the seal.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm honestly surprised that the barber is the one who's going to come in and save the situation in a way. Maybe Quinta convinced him to be on their side somehow. It's going to be Barber v. Barber. So
yeah, this should be good.
Barber v. Barber.
We'll see how that goes. But no, I don't have much else to say. This is like a pretty crazy ass chapter like Dandadan usually is. The seal guy just so out there. Like the last thing you would think would be beating Okarun's ass is a fucking dude sliding around in a seal suit.
Yeah. I enjoyed this chapter. I feel bad for Ira because I feel like Ira goes hard in the paint all the time, but she just like never gets a W. She reminds me of Vegeta in that way, where like she's just like the first one to come up and do her thing, but she just hasn't have like a notable W under her belt, or hasn't had one in a while, I should say.
She got mad support feats though.
Yeah,
whenever there's a W, she always plays a strong role in that.
Yeah, I respect Ira because she never hesitates. Never. She never ducks a fade. She's right there. First one onto the battlefield. So I really appreciate that about Ira. I just want her to whoop somebody's ass soon. Hopefully it's this guy. Yeah, Okarun got his shit pushed in. It was not cool. It was not fun. The seal guy upsets me.
Spinal damage.
Yeah. The seal guy upsets me. He sickens me, quite frankly. There's something about his general demeanor that really makes me sad.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I don't like that he just like for no reason shifted back to the seal head. He didn't have to. So like he doesn't have a neck anymore. It's just body, shoulders, seal head, and you know, it's deeply disturbing. Look at the page on chapter 15 where he's just standing there.
Yeah, I don't love it at all. I'll say this though, on the contrary, if you go to chapter 12, which is also an awkward picture, you do see he has a bit of a neck.
He does have a bit of a neck. You're right. I do see that.
Nonetheless, a gross individual.
Yeah, you know, and his disrespectful knees to the face is, you know, just another level. Honestly, I was really shocked about the barber potentially be like the barber that went after Quinta potentially actually being a good guy. That was genuinely a pretty solid twist. I'm gonna give it one of these, to be honest. Because now I'm wondering, is like, did he do something to make Quinta actually stronger? Did he actually level them up?
Gave him more swag.
Yeah, as if he needed more. It's impossible. Imagine he comes in with like just the freshest cut in the world.
Yeah, the enemy's just like, I don't know what this guy can do, but damn,
Whoa.
this can't be good for us.
Yeah. He gave King to the cleanest
Not one
taper
person
fade
on
I've
our
ever
squad
seen.
that's this clean. Or maybe they just give up because they're like, yo, wait, you did that, Barbara?
You got time?
All right, hold on.
Hey,
Got some.
Hey, bro, you
we can
busy
just
right
get
now?
this shit. Yeah, that's look. Sorry, Ken.
Yeah. His special move, I got one more than you, is devastating.
Yeah.
But yeah, very cool chapter. I'm excited to see how this develops.
I got three. I got three more.
I got three
So I
more,
got
and then
three.
you.
Yeah, but you gotta stay here because you
Yeah,
go
don't
outside,
move.
You might,
Don't move. Someone might come take your spot.
you're locked in
All right.
domain expansion.
Domain expansion. I got three more than you. All right. But that's all I got for Dandadan. Any rebuttals or anything?
No, sir.
All right. Well, that has been Dandadan, and that has been our show. Thank you guys so much for listening. This was our little bit of a buffer here because we only had 2 series this week, but very excited. Next week is our 350th episode, everybody. So, very excited for that one. Hope you guys listen in. Give, vote in the poll for your favorite new series to join the lineup. I guess we'll induct it next week in honor of the 350th. So make sure you cast your vote. It's on the YouTube polls. So check out our YouTube, subscribe, like, share, watch the videos, comment, email the show at newjumpcitypod@gmail.com with any questions, suggestions, anything you guys want us to talk about. And we'll answer the emails like we do today, but on our pre-show chat show. If you liked what we did in the first half of the episode, it's pretty much what we do on our pre-show chat show. So catch up on those. You can find me at the Chris Espinal on Twitter and Instagram. Brian is at b.esp on Twitter and Instagram. Josh is at jdcole_37 on Instagram, at New Jump City Josh on Twitter, and also TikTok apparently. That's it. Subscribe. Knicks in 4.
Fold them, bang.